Hi, my name is Pam Plager, and I'm a mobility specialist here at Triple S Mobility in Pinellas Park, Florida. In this video, we're going to discuss bumpers and why it's critically important for you to know how they're constructed in your rear entry wheelchair van.
When searching for a wheelchair van, you may not pay attention to the bumper construction in the different conversion wheelchair van options. Each type of conversion has its own unique method of reconstructing the bumper after it's removed during the manufacturing process. In order to drop the floor by 10 inches or more, the frame and bumper of the original van is completely cut through to allow for the rear entry wheelchair opening. The bumper is cut in two and then reassembled and attached to the van. The Easy Ride bumper assembly is supported by steel plates welded onto the van frame, giving the bumper the needed stability and strength to sustain a typical fender bender with little damage. Checking out the bumper construction to see if it is solid is relatively easy. Let's take a look at some of the bumper constructions on the market. Is the bumper welded, capped, or just covered? This bumper, although not the most eye-appealing, has a strong welded plate. You can actually see the welding attached to the rear components of the van. This bumper assembly might be clean cut, but a simple investigation of the covering reveals a plastic covering that can be easily manipulated with a few fingers. With further investigation under the bumper, you can see there is no additional support added to the bumper. Some manufacturers choose to finish off the bumper with a simple plastic cap. This bumper has a sturdy, solid cap. Now to investigate underneath. The bumper and ramp are sturdy, yet are connected instead of welded to the frame separately. The question will remain, if the bumper is damaged in a crash, would it inhibit the ramp's ability to be lowered since they're joined together? Let's look at the result of a steel-plated bumper after a typical fender bender. Hitting a steel-plated bumper usually causes significant damage to the fender, while the van and its component parts remain intact. With this steel support of the bumper, both hatch and ramp are still operational. This final example is an example of a parked van being hit by a Ford 150 going over 45 miles per hour. Luckily, the owners of this van were not in the van at the time of the crash, but it is important to note that even after this type of a crash, the conversion held up and the ramp was still securely attached, which would have allowed for a wheelchair to exit the van. At Triple S Mobility, we want to help answer any questions you may have so that you can make the best decision for you and your family when purchasing a rear entry wheelchair van. Follow and like us if this video has been helpful. Call the number listed above and let us help walk you through the many decisions you will be making when purchasing a wheelchair van.